Welcome back to the channel. It's time for another festival alcohol haul. Okay, I was toying around with just showing you what I bought and then doing a separate review for one of them. But I think what I'll do is just go ahead and show you what I bought and go ahead and try one for you. And instead of burying that one in, just doing naming the haul, and then you have to watch the video to see which one I tried. What I'll do this time is when I upload this one, because I've got a couple other videos to upload, because things just sort of came in the mail early and other things happened. Yeah, I will put the name of this, the one I'm trying, ahead of it, and then the other two I will do as separate reviews. There are spoilers. There are 3. All right. It took all day for me to wait, but I was finally able to go to the grocery store around 5 o'clock. And I stocked up my groceries, got mostly summer stuff, lots of seafood, tuna, sea legs, stuff like that. And I went to the alcohol section and I saw a bunch of stuff as always, but I'm like, no, I've got to stop where I'm at because I still need to get cat food and then check out before I go too totally bonkers. So I kept it to 3 this time, and that's about normal for me anyway. Three or more typically, sometimes 4, sometimes 5. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to show you these. Oh, I was looking through and I saw this one. This is Saugatuck Brewing Company Blueberry Maple Stout. This is 6% ABV, and there are 6 12-ounce cans in here. Is blueberry maple. I thought maybe it was Canadian, but no, it is Michigan. It is where is it? Doink. It's in Douglas, Michigan. Made in Michigan by SaugatuckBrewing.com. And they even have a map of how to get there. And it says, great beer every time. We craft consistently true to style beer. From traditional to experimental, we strive for perfection in every pour. Blah, I can't talk. And then, of course, you got the lumberjack there, and then here it's just the beer and the pancakes. So this one's going to be fun to try. And then I was thinking about getting more Espolòn, and I was going to get more Espolòn. I have like 3/4 of a bottle of each of the 2 left, the Reposado and the Blanco. But then something caught my eye, a brand I've never tried before. There were a couple different ones I had to choose because I couldn't go overboard. I got this one. This is Tanteo. 100% de agave Blanco tequila infused with natural flavors from chipotle peppers. They had some other ones. I think they had a habanero, or was it poblano? There were 3. This one and 2 others. So I opted for this one. Chipotle is one that I know. The other 2 I know as well, but this one stood out to me. And this is from Canada? I mean California. Sorry. Of course, it's not from Canada. It's it came through California. Okay. It is produced and bottled in Guanacatlán, Mexico, by the Destilladora Guanacatlán, and then SPR de RI de CV, in partnership with Tanteo Spirits, imported by Tanteo Spirits, Miami, Florida. Okay, the California was the return. The price you can get for the return on the bottles was California and a couple other states. So it's through Florida, distributed by a Florida company from Mexico. And Stitch, I love you, baby. And then when I was looking for something else, while I was on the fence about getting the blueberry maple, I was thinking if I can't find anything else, I will get the blueberry maple. And then I was wandering around and I went to the back wall, all the way in the back where they have really interesting stuff. And I saw several things that caught my eye, but then, I'm always looking for pumpkins. So here we go. One more. Oop. This is Raised Grain Brewing Company. I don't think we've done them before. This is aged in bullet bourbon barrels. Snakes and Spiders barrel-aged pumpkin ale. So you know which one we're going to try. So this is going to be featured in the title of the video. It's going to be Festival Beer Hall. And then Festival Out Liquor Hall. Snakes and Spiders Pumpkin. Featuring Snakes and Spiders Pumpkin Ale. Gotta love the artwork on this thing. It's beautiful. Oops, I got that upside down. All right, and there's something on the back to read. I love reading. Our spiced pumpkin ale, aged in bullet bourbon barrels, features the flavors of fall, nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice, and pumpkin puree. This one has, those are my most favorites, the ones that have actually have pumpkin in them. These spice notes take the lead, enhanced by the oaky nuance of bourbon. These are 4 12-ounce cans. It's brewed in Waukesha. I can't talk today. Waukesha, Wisconsin. And we need the ABV on these. I do not like it when they don't do that. I cannot find the ABV on this bad boy. So this could be anywhere between 5 and 6 probably. Or more. Because we've had some that were way above that. Haven't we had some that were like 8? Maybe even 9 perhaps? Let me know down below, but I know we've gone way higher than 6. So we're going to try this one just because for me, it's Halloween all year round, and anytime I can find a pumpkin beer, I'm on it. So we're doing this one. Snakes and Spiders Pumpkin Ale, barrel aged. So it's barrel aged pumpkin ale. And of course, I already knew I was going to do this one, but I didn't want to spoil the surprise. So I already got these guys out. I need more spooky beer glasses. But I need a house. I've definitely recapped the quantity of stuff I had at my last place. Well, the spooky baking pans I'm catching up on, but everything else I'm catching up on except for more of these and some spooky bakeware. So this one actually has pumpkin puree. Oh, I poured it a little hard. Also, I was waiting outside for a few minutes, so it warmed up while I was waiting for the cab to pick me up. That's a lovely head. Look at that color. You can't see it because of the lighting here. It stinks, but it's a lovely orange, kind of a burnt orange with a cream-colored head. Oh, yes. You can smell the baking spices straight up front. All blended together perfectly with the pumpkin coming up in the middle. You can smell, like I said, all the spices. The nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice. Hit your nose first, and then the pumpkin comes through that. So that's what hits your nose first. But when you taste it, you taste the spices blended with the bourbon and the pumpkin. So it's almost like somebody took pumpkin pie and somehow managed to make a bourbon sauce and poured bourbon sauce on a pumpkin pie. Makes me want to try that now. And the real pumpkin puree adds to the flavor. I like the ales and stouts and etc. that have just the pumpkin pie spices, and a lot of them are that way. In fact, most of them probably are. I need to slow down. Just like when you get a pumpkin spice latte, that's the giveaway right there. Pumpkin spice. There's no pumpkin in it. It's just typically no pumpkin. Just the flavors of the spices. Again, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, allspice. And like this one doesn't have all of it. This one's cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice. Some also add ginger. It depends on how you make your pie. But these are the three classic flavors: cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice with the pumpkin. And I feel like I'm really repeating myself over and over. She was just making noise to jump down. She does that. Her legs are a little short for her frame, so she sounds like an old lady when she jumps. And when she does that when I'm talking, it sounds like she's saying, uh-huh. Then again, she could be too. You never know. Mm. Yes, I know this is out of season, but as I said, me Halloween all year round. You've seen my apartment, well, my last apartment, and bits and pieces of this one, especially the wall with the beers from my mobile home, which was pre-channel. Mm. Is this my favorite? When it comes to pumpkin, I don't have a favorite. I have ones that I like better than others. But we've done other ones with the bourbon flavor, aged on the bourbon barrels. So this one is comparable to the other ones we've had aged in bourbon barrels that are pumpkin. And yes, as it warms up in your mouth, the the spices and the pumpkin are still there, but you're tasting more of the bourbon. So what starts out as tasting kind of like a pumpkin pie with a bourbon flavored syrup, that gives way to more like if you were eating a slice of pumpkin pie and drinking a glass of bourbon. So basically, the bourbon as it warms up takes more of the center stage over the pumpkin pie flavors. They're still there. They're blended together perfectly in a nice, warm, sweet, boozy flavor. But as like I said, as it warms up in your mouth, you taste more and more of the bourbon. And of course, this is room temperature. As I've said before, and other people who are actually pros will tell you, you taste different notes when a brew is cold versus when it's room temperature. This is at room temperature, so that's what I'm tasting, what I'm telling you, how I'm taking you through it is at room temperature. The smells that come up to your nose first, and the flavors you taste first, and how it basically winds down to where it ends up. That's at room temperature. Cold, on the other hand, will be a totally different story. It depends on your taste buds as well. Excuse me. So it is definitely a hit. Since there are only 4 in the pack, I'm going to stretch them out a bit over the next few days because I only go grocery shopping once a month, and that's it. Sometimes I go, other times depending if I need extra stuff. But I can only get this month, and there's no guarantee it'll be there next month. But I go grocery shopping again. So if you can find it, if you can find this tucked away in a corner in the alcohol section in your festival, grab it. If you can afford it, grab more than one. I grabbed one. I could have gotten more, but like I said, my brain went, nah, you've got to get cat food, and you need to make sure you pay all the other stuff. So bills are tomorrow. Everything's upside down. Well, not totally upside down. Today was because of my pay hit late. I did just the groceries and the bills will come after my other stuff tomorrow. So Wednesday's going to be a busy day. Tea and pajamas, and then my bills, and then laundry. Well, laundry and bills can be done simultaneously. So yeah, everything else gets done tomorrow. I'm going to be very tired, and then I have to work Thursday. Ah, sometimes I wish I had a Mr. Bat. That would be so nice. But I guess it's not meant to be, at least not for the foreseeable future. It would definitely come in handy. I won't lie. Enough about me. So, again, festivals where I got this. Look for it if you can find it. If you can find it, grab what you can get. Don't be mean. Save some for other people. But if you can get more than one and still save a few for other people, get more than one. I'm going to regret only getting one, trust me. And again, next alcohol review, I will do one of the other two. Plus, we have tea and pajamas tomorrow. And I have a whole slew of other videos to do. Plus, my Temu haul with my big lunch bag and a TARDIS mug and another lanyard, not lanyard, pull, badge pull for my work uniform, my work outfit. So stay tuned for those. Those will be tomorrow. The mouth is not working. This is the only alcohol I've had today, trust me. So yeah, Temu haul tomorrow. I will record that, and it'll be in the queue. I've got other videos to upload as well. So this week you'll see a grocery haul I did a while back. No, this week you see last week's TJ Maxx haul. And then, so last week's TJ Maxx haul, teen pajamas tomorrow, and then whatever else is in the queue from last week. This one will be up probably next week, as well as these. Plus, I have I've got more teas. I've got the 2 Vamp Fangs teas to do. I've got one tea today. Tomorrow's going to be one of the last of the 3 tea can teas I bought. And then after that, it'll be the 2 Vamp Fangs teas. And then Brew La La, which was part of my TJ Maxx haul. So I've got 1 tea for this week, and then 3 more teas for the next 3 weeks. So 3 more teas to look forward to. And 3 more tea reviews coming up soon. 2 more alcohol reviews obviously coming up after this one. Temu haul coming up in there. And I'll do what I can afford, trying to avoid the big companies as much as possible. But sometimes you need to use the bigger companies if you have no other way to order stuff. So just basically shop responsibly, drac responsibly. Take turns driving the hearse. Let the designated Dracula have a turn, should they wish to imbibe. You don't need to weatherize your hearse anymore, but at this time of year, still be responsible because the roads will be slippery, either wet or icy, depending on your weather. And just drive safely. So drac responsibly, drac safely. Take care of all the monsters and cryptids. And please, the way things are right now, some of the cryptids need a lot more love and care and support than they do at other times. So these are scary times for some monsters, and some cryptids are having a really hard time right now. So please show them your love and support. We can't let them get canceled. We can't let them get removed. They will not be erased. So that being said, be kind to each other, take care of each other, and also, if you're a vampire, please still remember your large parasol and your 100 SPF so you don't turn into a pile of ash. Self-care is important. And I'll see you in the next video. I love you guys. Bye now.